Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out more Darkplace. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Man, the last episode was wild, man. They played old girl. I love how as soon as she drunk the water, she turned to an ape and just lost all her ability to think things through. She's turned, just turned right into being a goofy ape, walking around touching stuff, like squatting. I think they said she was like throwing poop and being weird. The whole shebang. She just, I guess, regressed almost instantly, where he was able to keep his mental capacity for such a long time, even attempt surgery and all that stuff. It just was it's so stupid. They play her so much in this show, and now she's missing. They said the actress herself is presumed dead. They think she's dead. It's just so bugs. They play that lady so much in this show, man. They are so out of control. I love how long it took them to figure out that the water was the thing that was causing it. It was it was clearly green. It just, I don't know. This show is silly in general, but it was extra silly in the last episode. And he could put those pieces together. Oh man, it's supposed to be able to resolve these things. He's supposed to be like this top shelf guy. And the fact that he passed out for a month was just ridiculous. And then old boy didn't have a drink of water until he woke up a month later. Just, it's just so stupid. I don't know, this show's great. It's just extremely silly, and I really love it. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this one, man. We'll talk about it more at the end. Oh, we're loaded.
Nina's eyes popped out of what was left of her back. Why,
What?
oh why, had she opened that tomb? The sand turned red. This was because she was bleeding on it. Blood. Ruby red blood. Her blood. Blood. And piss and shit. This was the worst day of her life. Welcome, friend. You know, a lot of people say, Garth Merenghi, isn't he the guy who writes all that horror crap? Well, good luck to you, you're an idiot. Because my books always say something. Even if it's just something simple like, don't genetically engineer crabs to be as big as men. There's always a message or a theme. When I wrote, directed and starred in Garth Merenghi's Darkplace back in the 1980s, I gave every episode a theme. Even when we were running out of time or I was really tired. However, one theme proved so controversial, so dangerous, so radical, the theme's prejudice by the way, so outre out there, that Top Brass finally pulled the axe on the entire project. Tonight, Pilgrim, I entrust this episode to you, along with interviews from myself, my publisher Dean Lerner, and the actor Todd Rivers, who hasn't had a decent gig since Boone. These mini-seminars will help further elucidate and unravel the mysteries of Darkplace, so you have no excuse for not getting it. So, here it be. Uncut, uncensored, unbelievable, unpalatable. And I sincerely hope you are disturbed by the show.
Could be remembering wrong. Taylor's here, she would know. Jam it out. You gotta give it to them. It's pretty accurate to like horror movies.
Well, let's get down to it right away. I'm feeling really horny.
Yes, let's make love right here on the moor. Hold on. What's that?
Oh, that's just mist or fog. You'll forget all about it once you're into it. Jesus Christ, what the hell? No! Ah!
Well, he clearly just somebody running up with the fog hose.
My name is Dr. Rick Douglas, MD. It's 3 a.m. and it's misty. Too misty. And the weatherman had said, and I quote, more mist to come. And once you added that to the mist that was already here, you were looking at a whole mess of mist. I've been called out to the grounds of Darkplace. It was taking ages because of the mist, though. There was something about this mist. What? I hadn't the foggiest.
He thinks so clever for that line. Look at dude's pants down.
What do you make of it, Dag?
I'm going to level with you, Sanchez. I've never seen anything like this. In fact, I haven't got the foggiest idea.
Great joke, Dag.
Cheers, I thought of it in the car.
Look, their faces are patterned.
Good work, Liz. The mist rolled relentlessly round Darkplace, much like smoke or fog. We stood transfixed for what seemed like forever, but was probably nearer 20 minutes to half an hour.
What is that sound?
Still a long time.
That's a bagpipe.
Dag, it's Liz. She's having a vision.
Go away. Demand that you go. Please, be gone. Oh my God, you must go.
That guy was hysterical.
What is it?
It's Jim. He's out there.
Punch the shit out of her. So bogus.
We found out that the mist was poisonous when 2 techies died, yes.
Oh,
Now,
no.
I don't like to see anyone die, but if someone has to die, it might as well be a techie. Because another one comes along.
Bogus.
It's the same belt, it's the same hammer in the tool belt, you can barely tell the difference.
Oh, it's so bogus.
Keep your headbands on.
Yeah, I remember
Just
that.
out of
Something
interest,
good.
Dag, what kind of batteries are you using?
Power Zone turbo cells. Got a bag of them down Herne Bay Market. £1, 30 batteries.
Can I speak frankly?
Of course.
If you act like a cheap arsehole, expect the shittiest portion.
Let me live my own life, Sanj. They're fine.
Look, it's Jim. He's been struck by the mist. Though he's still alive, unbelievable as that seems.
Quick, let's run into that outhouse.
Heavier than I thought. Just over there.
Move your arse, Liz! You goddamned evil Misty Jocks.
Listen to me. I am not prejudiced, all right? That is what I'm saying. I am not prejudiced. But Joe Public is. You probably are. You look like a dropout. Point being, I wrote this to heal Britain.
Scotch
This is stupid.
mist some thought was fairly racist. I didn't, to be honest. Thing is, I'd play anything. A Nazi, anything at all. I don't think I'd ever kiss another man. You know, not even for the big boys. Have you ever been to Scotland,
I'll
Dag?
play anything. Money.
Once.
What was it like?
I remember it much as one recalls a dream. Or a nightmare. I was on a budget flight to Norway when a storm hit and forced us to ditch in Glasgow Prestwick. I was stranded. And it's so hilly up there you can't get any signal on your car phone. It looked bad. It looked like I was going to have to spend the night in Glasgow.
Jesus Christ.
The cabin crew suggested we all go out and club it. I had no option. There was that or one of their B&Bs. I figured it'd be safer on the streets. For the first time ever, I saw the Scotch in their natural habitat.
My aunt lives in Scotland. She says it's quite nice.
Well, she's wrong.
Oh, no.
Bloody thing's cut out.
I ran. Ran like my life depended on it, which it did.
Come on. The back first trying to rape him?
As a writer, I make my own rules up, okay? If I want to start a sentence with a full stop, I will. If I want to highlight social prejudice, I will, but I'll do it my way. And sometimes you actually have to be a bigot in order to bring down bigger bigots.
At the end of the day, this is not just a horror show. This is a show about great original writing.
Where the hell's Douglas? He should be back by now.
We have to help him.
No dice Liz would never make it. The batteries in these fans are spent. I think they were warped.
That's what you get when you buy cheap batteries.
Tell me about it. You try and make a saving, yet economically it's more sensible to buy from a reputable high street retailer.
And not from some street corner fly-by-night with a suitcase.
Exactly. Who knows? They may even be stolen.
The initial price of a name battery is so much higher.
I'm afraid they'll always be dear, Liz, but you're paying for reliability. I personally use rechargeable batteries. Couldn't use my charge last night, though, because I was up playing the keyboard till 2.
Well, we probably ought to check in with Reed. Maybe he has a supply of name batteries like Duracell or Everready.
Well, you'd hope so.
Take that last bit back.
That's so basic.
Rick!
Rick.
What happened?
Shit happened, sweetheart. Come on, time's running out.
Does he have red hair?
I don't know yet. Slow it down, 26%. Shh, listen.
What does it mean?
I know Marn means man, but I don't think Och means anything.
It's me they want. And that's what they're gonna get.
But why you, Dag?
I did a stupid thing on that night in Glasgow. I went into a chip shop and I ordered a cheeseburger.
But that could have happened to anyone. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Wait, Thornton, that's not all. I ordered this cheeseburger, but instead they put a frozen slab of meat in a deep fat fryer and served it to me in a tissue. I refused to pay. An argument ensued, and I said some very racist things about the Scotch, and about how fat a lot of them were, probably on account of what they did to their burgers. That's why this mist is here. Revenge. I'm gonna have to face them.
I'm coming with you, Dag.
No, you're not, Sanj.
Fair enough.
I've been running from the Scotch all my life. I'm going solo on this one. Man to Scotch man.
Then take this. It's my flick knife.
Thanks.
And you might need this. Be careful with it. It's my mother's.
And take this.
What is it?
Something that might come in handy. And Dag,
Yeah,
put your trousers on.
I've got to do it like this.
Why? Guess we'll find out.
I know it's me you want. Look, I just want to apologise for what I did to your countrymen.
You said some pretty nasty things.
Look, didn't he get me wrong? I'm a big fan of the Scotch people. I love Lulu, and if Taggart's on, I'll tape it. I was very tired that night, and I was pissed off I was in Glasgow. Colleagues of mine have since visited it during the day, and they say they've had a cracking time. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I see that now.
Make sure you said during the day.
My life is yours.
So dramatic.
You have showed courage and dignity. You are a true Highlander. Take these and remember us.
His ass beat.
What about the hair?
I'll grow out.
I see he's on the roof playing bagpipes now instead of the saxophone.
One mist had gone, but another mist remained. A worst mist. A mist that fogged men's minds. The mist of misunderstanding. Luckily, this mist was just a metaphor and wouldn't really affect things that much. On a nearby rooftop, a bird took flight. But not even that could spoil this beautiful moment, as rosy-fingered dawn cupped Romford in its hands and thumbed open the new day's crack.
Thumbed over the new day's crack.
I love Scotland. You know, I'll take the high road, I'll take the low road. I think both are valid.
I once tried to open a string of gentlemen's clubs near Fife, north of the border. But they're just not ready. Glasgow's been industrial for a while, but in many ways it's still a third world country up there. But they'd be the first to accept that.
Things are improving by degrees. Today, if an Englishman meets a Scotchman, or vice versa, 50-50 they're going to get along. And that's a very encouraging statistic.
Is that encouraging? What's happening? Alright, dude, that was a goofy, wild episode. That stare down was long as heck when they showed up. Like, what's gonna happen here? It's still stare down. I didn't get the shortbread joke or anything either. And then, of course, some of the really specific stuff about Glasgow either. But of course, like the really basic stuff about preferring to sleep on the streets rather than sleeping in the B&B and things like that. That's pretty straightforward and funny. Yeah, this dude's out of control. Is it? I was like, why is he keeping his pants off? I think I get it because they take offense that he thinks they take offense to pants. Because everybody's wearing kilts. I guess that's the whole joke. Oh no, this dude's out of control. This is goofy as heck. It made no sense. Also, I do remember those fans dying really fast. I didn't know it was like a comment on batteries. Having bad batteries. I just know they eat up batteries. I remember as a kid, they didn't last long when I had those little fans when I was younger, like in the 90s. I remember those things just running out super fast. Just being terrible. But I don't remember what batteries I had when I was younger either. I remember all the battery brands been around from the commercials, but I don't actually remember which ones we were using. Could have been Everready, Everlast, Energizer, Duracell. Could be any of those. Probably was the cheapest ones on the market, those knockoff ones. But you're making comments on that as well. I think they're talking crap about like the people who sell those knockoff batteries at like corner store booths and stuff like that. People who are maybe immigrated to the country. I think that's what they're talking about. So yeah, but this is a wild, goofy episode, man. This dude is out of control. It's like he's trying to heal Britain and stuff with this. It's so stupid. And it was funny to me when those two people went outside to have sex. Like, they're safe inside the hospital room, and they're getting it on. He was like, let's go outside by the bushes and do it, and it'll be fun. I was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like some of those horror movies I've seen where they make it's like a clear bad decision. Like, it's clearly a bad decision. You should do this. They go out there and do it. It's so stupid. Yeah, like they do that kind of stuff in horror movies. It reminds me of this joke that a comedian made where he was like, you can kill these kids with a cordless phone. And I forgot exactly what the joke was, but he's talking about how the person he like reenacted, they'll hear like kill, ah ha ha, whatever. And he was like, hey guys, stop kidding around. This isn't funny. Cut it out. All right, I'm gonna get naked and take a shower. It's like, why are you doing this, man? You hear these odd noises, there's stuff dropping around, and then you get butt naked and take a shower and then get killed in the shower. It's just, yeah, you always wonder why people make these clear bad decisions and they still like go through with it in the movies. But how would the plot move forward if they didn't make these really dumb decisions in the movies? And it's kind of like, what's that episode I was watching of? I forgot what it was. My goodness, I'm losing my train of thought right now in this moment, and it's like, it's gonna drive me crazy. What was this? Oh my goodness. Inside Number 9, the episode where the girl was like doing a babysitter, and I was like, why are you doing this? Don't go upstairs. And I was like, nobody would do something stupid. And I think that's episode somebody said, like, come on, man. Like, you gotta, like, you know, have you not seen yada, 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 like what people were doing during the pandemic? I was like, yeah, you're right. I've definitely, it's crazy because I would definitely need to change what I expect of people. And it's crazy that I was saying that during that, but I've definitely saw crazy stuff happen during the pandemic where I was like, I really need to not question some of the stuff that happens in these movies, because Tay really loves horror movies, and I haven't seen a ton of horror movies, but I watched enough with Tay where I'm like, this is crazy, who make these decisions? But after watching that, and I actually experienced enough things in my life where I've seen people kind of like freeze up and do weird things, but also during the pandemic, all the wild stuff that happened during the pandemic where people are filling up grocery bags like with gasoline, like what are you doing? And then people like putting gas inside of the back of their pickup trucks and stuff. Like, it was just crazy to me, man, just watching people do that stuff. They put a tarp in the back of the pickup truck and they're putting gas inside the tarp and it was splashing out and stuff. It just was just the oddest stuff people were doing. And yeah, somebody just mentioned like, you really like went through whole life and you really think people won't make dumb decisions like you see in a horror movie. Like, yeah, you're right, man. You called me on that one. I've seen people do a lot of dumb things. I've personally done dumb things, but I don't think I've done anything on that level. But there's time left. There's still time left in my life for me to do something extremely stupid. I don't put myself above anybody. So I'm waiting for myself to just do something dumb and for me to think back like, why did I do that? So I don't know. But yeah, this is wild. I enjoyed this. All right, folks, that is it. That is all for this one. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you next one. Later.